A bankrupt businessman from Dandridge continues to pursue customers and accept payments despite a court order prohibiting him from doing so. However, consumer reporter Don Dare reports that the business owner returned deposits to several of his customers recently.
That's right, Elena. Over the last 2.5 weeks, Michael Bossert has reimbursed 2 of his customers, but a third one is still waiting for his deposit. The orders customers made were months after Mr. Bossert's business was in Chapter 7 bankruptcy liquidation, which required him to immediately cease operations. In Newport, Roger Miller bought this home as is. He plans to remodel it and sell it for a profit. However, the kitchen is on hold because the cabinets he purchased in November have not arrived.
I ordered all these cabinets, all these, and all these.
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
What was the total price going to be?
$10,300.
Mr. Miller ordered the cabinets from Heartland Factory Outlet in Dandridge. The owner of the business is Michael Bossert. Unknown to Mr. Miller, Bossert's business was in Chapter 7 liquidation bankruptcy at the time of the sale.
When it came time for my cabinets to be here, they said they'd be here by December the 18th.
When they didn't show up, Roger went to the business in Dandridge.
I go down there, and the place is shut down with the windows boarded up. So I knew that I had been hoodooed.
Lowell Hale has a new sink ready to be installed in the laundry room he is remodeling in Morristown. You had ordered a new granite top from Heartland Cabinets, back in November?
November the 6th, yes.
Where was it supposed to go?
It was going to go right here, the laundry sink.
But Lowell's granite top has not arrived.
The guy came out and measured maybe a week after that.
For the granite top, Mr. Hale paid $450 to Heartland Cabinets and talked with Michael Bossert in mid-December about the delay.
He apologized for not getting it to us and promised a refund, and did tell me that it would be canceled, that I'd asked to cancel the order.
We're going to replace all these cabinets.
The cabinets and countertops in Gary Gallagher's kitchen have not been replaced. He also paid for a new kitchen sink. It never arrived. Gary and his wife placed their order with Heartland Cabinets on September 29th of last year and paid Michael Bossert $11,338, more than half of the total price, $21,600. In November of 2024, we talked with 3 families. Each had ordered cabinets and put down deposits with Bossert in the spring of 2024, but they never received their cabinets. We followed up with Michael Bossert several times over the last few years. Finally, he wrote checks amounting to full deposits to each family in early March of 2025. Then on March 31st of 2025, Bossert filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy, planning to restructure his debt, allowing his store to remain open. However, 2 months later, in May, the U.S. trustee converted the Chapter 11 reorganization to Chapter 7 liquidation for Heartland Cabinets, Heartland Sales, and Heartland Building and Remodeling because Bossert had neither provided the court with timely information nor attend meetings as required. When you talked with the trustee and told him that you had ordered this on September the 29th, what did he tell you?
He cannot be doing business. He's in Chapter 7. He's liquidating, so he should not be open.
In mid-December, Michael Bossert was arrested and charged with theft of over $10,000 after Gary Gallagher contacted Jefferson County authorities.
No. Hey, Mike.
We were with Roger Miller when he returned a call from Bossert earlier this month.
I think I've got your cabs in white. I've got 2 more yet. I know where I can go get them. If for any reason they're upset with me, I can probably get you paid back.
Yeah, I would love for you to just bring me my cash back.
10 days later, Michael Bossert returned $5,100 to Roger Miller and apologized to him. Bossert also called Lowell Hale a few days after getting out of jail last month.
He promised a refund but did not say when.
Within a few weeks, Mr. Hale received his $450 refund and an apology from Michael Bossert. But Gary Gallagher has not received his refund from Bossert. We reached Gary by phone.
I think he's giving the money back now because he knows he's in trouble. Yeah, and I want to get my money back.
Now, regarding Gary Gallagher's case, Michael Bossert spent 2 days in jail before being released on bond last month. Complicated bankruptcy cases like his take time to work their way through the federal court system. Court documents show he has quite a few assets to sell, as well as debts to pay off. Elena?
Thank you, Don, for that update. Now, if you have a consumer problem and you think Don can help, go ahead and send him an email at ddare@wate.com. You can also give him a call at 865-633-6923.